Hi, good morning. I'm Bonnie Lynn Linky, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my studio. Today, you're joining me for Christmas in July. I am showing you how to make two of the cards for my free Class to Go, Christmas in July Class to Go, which when you purchase from me, I'm sorry, I just got done a coughing spill, so I'm a little can't think. When you purchase a $50 order or more from me during the month of July and use my host code, which I'll show you in just a minute up on the screen, um, then you get this kit free in the mail. And that's $50 a product before shipping and taxes. And if you spend $70, you'll also get the embellishments that we are using in today's cards for them too. So it's a good reason to shop with me, and I appreciate your support in your business. And so thank you. And thank you all for being here today. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who are catching the replay, welcome. Thank you for catching the replay. I hope you like these classes. Now, the only way to get the written directions for this class is via purchasing from me and getting the kit free. I know I normally have free directions on my blog and everything, but not for my kit to go. I don't. And also, and let me switch my camera here. I got a real mess today. Okay, and if you look down here, also, if you receive my emails, you will get, there's this place on my emails where you can click on the supplies that I use. And so that is a good reason to sign up for my emails, because that is the only place you can access this from me. I will try to remember, I'll try to put it on my video blog if I remember, but this will give you all the supplies I use. I'm using 3 different stamp sets. Well, actually, yeah, 3, I think. And, but for today's, I'm only using a couple, I believe, plus one for greetings. So I guess that is 3. But this shows you all the stamp sets I use, because I use one stamp set twice on 2 cards, which is the Golden Greenery, which is the new online exclusive starting tomorrow, July 3rd. And also I'm also using the Sophisticated Sled. And I really like that one. And I don't know where my stamp set is for that one. Oh no. That is a danger area. We'll have to find that in just a second. So it's 3 pages. It shows you all the papers I use in this, the inks that are needed, the embellishments, the ribbons. There is heat embossing. And for the card, next week I'll show the other 2 cards, and there is some blending with your blending brushes on that. And let me put my, let me see. Let me do that. Okay, there's my host code for July, XEN2, M as in KC2. So that is what's happening. You need to use the host code. If your order is for $150 or more, then you don't need to use the host code. You can get the Stampin' Rewards for yourself. Another bonus for shopping in July, starting tomorrow, July 3rd, when you shop with Stampin' Up!, we are having one of the most favorite of the promotions that Stampin' Up! Has, besides for free shipping, and this is called Bonus Days. And what this is when you spend $50 on merchandise, you earn a $5 coupon. And the coupon is to be spent between August 1st and 31st. You can earn, if you place a $150 order, then you're going to get 3 coupons. You're going to get 3 separate codes. And in August, when you check out, you'll just enter the codes into where it says discount and our coupon, and you just keep entering those codes, and it will give you your coupon, your discount savings. So that is really exciting. And it's $50 before shipping and tax. And you have to have a valid email address to earn the coupons, because they email you the codes. So that's real important. All order types qualify for this promotion, even if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin by the prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscriptions. They work too. So How exciting. But the last day to redeem your coupon is August 31st. That's it. September 1st is too late. So if you have any questions about this or need any help with it, please let me know. And online exclusives start tomorrow. They are tremendous. The Golden Greeneries stamp set, I love it. I love the sophisticated sled. And I meant to grab a couple more. Let me grab a couple more. I wanted to show you real quick. So hold on. Let me see. Nadia Nice. Let me see if I can find my sophisticated sled. I had the dies out, but I forgot to get the stamp set out. I apologize. I am sick. I have a lung infection and I'm really tired out. So I do forget things and I apologize. I try real hard to not. But okay, this is the sophisticated sled. And let me grab the dies for this one real quick. I know I have them around here someplace. And we are going to be using the ice skates today. So you're going to see how to work those. I have not colored a sled yet, but you have the cutout and you got the reef. And I haven't used the reefs yet either, but I love this. I love this. I love the dies. It is so cool. And you're going to love the card that we're making. And I do all the cutouts on that for you. So you'll be able to make the card just like mine, except for the greeting. Okay, another one, Halloween, potions and spells. And this is, I haven't used this yet, but I think I'm really going to like it. There's so many different things I can think of to do with it. And these are the dies over here with handles for the pot. And there's a broom. And so lots of cool things. So this one's going to be fun. And there's a cat. So we can make a black cat. And then greetings of the season. Really good greetings. I like how you can do like Mary in a print font and then do Christmas in a cursive. So I really like that. Or you can do both cursive or you can do a cursive with a print. So it's really nice. It's very versatile and I like it. This one is Nadia Nice. I got this one basically for myself, for my craft sales from the North Pole elves. I do red and green M&Ms in a test tube, and so I may put that on there. And so this one is mainly for my craft sales. So if you do craft sales or you make a lot of crafty things for people from the kitchen of Mrs. Claus, I like that. So lots of cool things you'll be able to do with that. And then another stamp set, we are going to be using the pine branches and the bills today. And I'm going to show you how to stamp those and then cut them out. And let's see, this is the Golden Greenery dies. So you have some that you don't, you have 4 of them that you do not stamp with. And I don't have the paper handy right now, but you can cut out so many of the elements of the paper with these dies. And also with the Golden Greenery vellum, which is really nice. So it's a great suite. The whole suite is a wonderful set of products. And I really like it. Even the 3/4 inch vanilla ribbon. I thought, oh, I didn't mean to get that. But you know, I designed a set of cards for my, it's an online class that I'm doing. And I will put information about that on YouTube in the remarks down there if you're interested, to take you to the site to find out more about it. But it's 6 cards and it's 3 tags, and I'll show them to you real quick. But these are the tags that are part of the greetings of the season stamp set. That's the tags for the bundle. So really nice. And that's what we use to make the tags. So lots of exciting things. So let's see. I'm going to just set these on the counter behind me to get them out of the way. And I want to show you these other cards real quick for my class that you can sign up for now. You get over $40 in Stampin' Up! Product. And this is one. It's a fun fold, just like so. Now, because of the way I'm feeling, I didn't do a whole lot of stamping on these. You can always do these with the stamping, and I love the paper. You know, I'm going to have to get me extra paper of this one. And this is another fun fold. And so you can see it is like so is the way it folds. Has a little tray up here and it opens up like so. So it will stand like this. And let me see if I can, let me switch the camera around real quick so I can hold this up. But that's the way it stands, just like that. And this is what I mean by the ribbon. It is gorgeous. And as you see, I used it on both of those. Here's another fun fold that's part of the class. It's a pop out. And these, I just fussy cut these right out of the designer series paper. These were stamped. And these are die cuts I did on the vellum. And this one down here is the edge. So, you know, don't waste your edge pieces. You can use them. And then we have this one right here. There's no insides. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and here's number 6 right here. Merry Melody embossing folder. We do heat embossing on some of these cards. And these I die cut out of the paper too. But as I said, you can always make your own. Then these are a couple tags. Now this one, if you're going to a wedding in December, this would work for either a wedding or birthday gift or, you know, even a Christmas present. And on the back, there's a to and from in the greetings of the season stamp set. So that's really good. And then these two here. So you get all the supplies to make these, and you get the ribbons. You get everything, and you can buy the stamp set, the bundle from me, and get it at just the price, and pay no shipping or taxes on it. So if that's something that interests you, look in the remarks under YouTube. They'll be in there by Thursday night, hopefully, and or you can contact me directly at Bonnie at bonniestamps.com. That's it. And my webpage is bonniestamps.com. Okay, so let's get busy. The first card we're going to make is this one right here. This one, I'm cheating a little bit. Mini catalog, September to December. We don't have access to buy from it yet as demonstrators, but we had a creative day with Stampin' Up! So we were able to buy this bundle early. And these are the dies right here. I don't have the stamp set, but it has the cutest birds, and it's a winter time stamp set bundle. So I made this one say Christmas, but it's really a wintertime bundle. It is gorgeous. The designer series paper is gorgeous, but this is the die frame that I used right here for this one. So let me grab the supplies. Excuse me for if I got cough. Okay, and what I did is I took a piece of 3 5/8 by 5 1/8 piece of shaded spruce cardstock, a panel of it. And let me see. Yeah, this was it right here. Yeah, it goes. This is the way I punched it out. And then I die cut it out. And this is what you get. Now, if you get the class, when you buy from me and you get your free kit, I will also put this piece of cardstock in there too. Because, you know, you could put this on a card front and just turn it a little bit maybe, or put a saying in here, anything. So you can do a lot of things. You could also use this as a stencil and blend over these areas and have pine branches. And I will be showing that maybe in August, how to do that. So that's a lot of fun. So this is the card, and I need to take it out of here. I'm sorry I didn't have that done already. Oh, and one thing I forgot to tell you about the online exclusives. You know our glass mats that you got to get free if you became a demonstrator during celebration, which is this right here, Forget the Glare. but you got this here. It's the measuring part is 13 inches by 13 inches, and then you have this here. This is wonderful. If you work with blends, this is for sale now, starting tomorrow, July 3rd, as an online exclusive. If you work with blends, there's no better surface to color on than a glass mat. I've had one for years, and I started out with Copics, and I love it. I really do. Okay, so you'll be able to buy this die on September 3rd, but with your kit, you get it free. So we are just going to burnish that with our bone folder. Yes. Okay, and next with the Holiday Snowflake embossing folder, the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. It was in last year's holiday catalog, and it is now in the annual catalog. I embossed a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 panel of white cardstock. I knew this was going to happen, that it was going to be plugged. I didn't have my lid on tight. So let me just punch a hole in that. And that means it's going to come gushed out. Oh, man. Okay, I think I'm going to get it. Oh, I can just get past that in. There we go. Okay. Got to be strong to get it when it's plugged up like that. I hope you're all having a wonderful summer. It's hard to believe it's already going to be July 4th in 2 more days. My 12-year-old grandson is flying over to spend some time with us. I pick him up tomorrow morning at the airport. I think my son's going to kill me when he has to get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to take him to the airport, but that's okay. But he didn't want to go camping with his parents and his sister because there was going to be no other boys around, only girls. So he asked if he could come here, and I said, yeah, gladly. So, and he sent me a text last night saying, oh, Baba, I'm so excited to come see you. He calls me Baba. I'm Polish, and so that's the word for grandma in Polish. A pilot told me that one time. Okay, now we're going to take the frame and we're going to just glue it onto here. So, and he, because my husband has cancer, and so neither of us are at our best right now. And I told him that when he said he wanted to come. He said, oh, I'm coming to help. He said, I'll mow the lawn, I'll do dishes, I'll vacuum. Oh, man, he's growing up. So that's so sweet. But I went out and got some fireworks for him the other day, but it doesn't get dark here till 10 o'clock. Is when it starts to get dark. But it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. Okay, and now we are going to just glue that to the card front. Try to get it centered on there. And I don't mind those ends being up. I just put the glue on the frame. And as you see, I didn't get that very straight, but let's see if I can get that up a little bit. That side is, let's see if the side will go up. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I'm doing too much gabbing and not enough stamping. Okay, so now we're going to stamp. So this is our piece of paper for stamping. Now you can heat emboss these bills. And if you're heat embossing them, what I do is I stamp them in crushed curry. Daffodil Delight would work too. Just depends what color you want, what shade of yellow you want. But for this card, we need one of each. So this is my crushed curry ink. These are photopolymer stamps, so you want to hold them for 5 seconds when you stamp. And you want to have a pad underneath you. So we're going to do one of each size. And these are two-step stamping. So what we have here, these are more a solid. You have a couple lines in there. As you can see that it leaves the white showing. Okay, I didn't quite hold that one 5 seconds. That's why it's a little bit lighter. Okay, so next we're going to get our pecan pie. Now this is the second stamp. I don't know if it's easier to stamp this one first and do this one over or what. But if I put my head in the middle here, I apologize. I'm not very good at lining this up. I think I got that crooked. Yeah, I got that one crooked. If you have a Stamparatus or a Misty, I would probably suggest using it. I know when I have my in-person class here on July 13th, I'm definitely setting it up that way because there'll be repetitive. But that's okay with me. I'm fine with that. Okay, and then we need to do our pine branch. There is a pine branch under here, right there. So now we're going to stamp that. And this is another one. I'm not quite sure which way it's best to stamp first. So we're going to stamp just the needle one. This is the needle one right here. And then this here is the solid one. You can see where it shows some needles on the outside there, but this one is the needle one. And this is the one that you want in. We're using Shaded Spruce and we're doing it in full strength. So go in and stamp this and hold it for the 5 seconds. There we go. And now we're going to use the solid one. Again, Shaded Spruce. But this time we are going to stamp off. And then we're going to just lay this over top it. And you know, I always, before I started doing videos, would hear the demonstrators say, oh, I hope I don't get my head in the way, or, you know, it's hard to do from this angle. It really is. Okay. And then you just take your dies, which are, let me see, right over here. And you would just, I'm going to put my finger in that if I'm not careful. Probably my whole arm. So let's just put that over here. Okay. You would just go on and put your dies on and run it through your Big Shot or your cut and emboss machine, excuse me, and cut them out. But I've already went ahead and did that. So here is the big one. Here's a little one right here. And here's my branch right there. Okay. So now we need to stamp our greeting. And we will do that. And that one I did not put on the block. So let me grab my greetings of the seasons from back here. And we are just going to do, okay, for this one, and I used one of the tags to cut it out with. So that's it right there. And we want Merry Christmas. So I want to get my Christmas straight. So I'm going to actually put it right here. And then I'm going to put my Merry over top it. And I kind of set it down so that it's the Y is coming right after the T there. And then I'm going to stamp it once, make sure that it is somewhat straight. And that should, I don't know if that, nope, that's not going to work. Okay. I'm going to have to stamp the Christmas and then come back and do the Merry. I think that's the way I did it. So let me, before I put my finger on that. So we'll go ahead and stamp the Christmas down here first. And try to get it straight. There we go. 5 seconds. Perfect. Okay, now let's see what I can do with this one. Yeah, this one I did do separately. I didn't put them together. I think it was just when I was doing the heat embossing that I put them together. There we go. Yeah, see, that's closer together than what it was right there. So there is our greeting or sentiment. So set that aside. And I'm wearing a white sweater because I'm cold and I don't really want to get red ink on it. And I know I'll put my arm in it on one of these stamps otherwise. So I know me. Okay, so now what we want to do, we got everything right here. We are going to put this together. And I use a lot of glue dots when I put things together. You can use seal to put this on if you want to, but I just rather take a couple glue dots and put it on. And I'm just going to have it come down like so. Now, yeah, just like so. And then for the bell, I'm going to use my dimensionals. If you're wondering where I got a sheet this size, they came out of a paper pumpkin. I love the paper pumpkin kits. Now I'm going to put a mini right up there because I won't fit another one of those. Okay. So we're just going to place this right up there. And then we're going to put this one on there too. Just like so. And there is no, we're going to use dimensionals for the greeting too. There is no red ribbon in the catalog yet. So I'm sure they'll have a red ribbon in the Mini to December catalog, but there isn't. I did not see one in the annual catalog. I may just be blind and missing it though. So what I will do is I will grab my ribbon and we'll tie a bow. And I apologize. I normally have my bows all tied before the class. And as I said, I wasn't feeling good last night, so I kind of forgot to do it. So I'm just going to grab a roll of ribbon. And this is, see, this one here is from last year. It's the faux linen ribbon. And I think that's what I used there. And it's real red. And it looks like a 1/4 inch. It could be even 3/8 of an inch. This little thing is a 2x4 with holes drilled into it. And let's see, I want a little bit bigger of a bow than that. So I'll do this size. And I just, that way I can make as wide of a bow as I want. And you just put it underneath. And come through and tie it. There we go. And now I'll cut this end off. My husband did this for me. Actually, my upline gave me one. And then my husband has given them to me. And as long as I have them, then I give them to my downlines. So it's a good reason to sign up to become a demonstrator under me. You get neat little gifts. And then we'll just put this right on there like so. And then these are the cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive back pearls. We're using the cherry cobblers. Now, I did on some of the cards in my class, my online class that I'm doing, we color some of the clear, the pearl ones with, I don't need that, with the dark Mossy Meadow Stampin' Blend. And that's, and so, because I was finding that I couldn't see the pearl that good. So I started coloring them with my blends, and it could just be my eyes. And it really worked out good. Okay, that's the card right there. And for the envelope, all I did, and we'll do one for both cards. I did the same thing for both cards. I took my envelope, I put glue on the flap, and then I cut a 6-inch by about 2 3/8 inch piece of white cardstock, and I embossed it with the same embossing folder, Softly Snowlight Sky, or what was it called? Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. I'm sorry. And I'll show it to you. And you just put that on there. Make sure it doesn't go over the top. I got my envelope dirty. Oh, well. And there you go, just like that. And then you just want to press down. I like doing glue around the edges of the flap because that way I know it's going to stay on. And until recently, I have not been a big fan of glue. So, and I'm not real good at fussy cutting. That's one of my downfalls. That's why I have a brother scan and cut to do a lot of my fussy cutting for me. And going around these curves on the envelopes, I can never get them right. That one wasn't too bad, but this one I really chewed up. So let me just kind of take that around like so. Good enough. Nobody looks that close anyhow. So, all right. So that is how it looks. And that is card number 1. Okay, let's move on to card number 2. And that is this one right here. And the only stamping on this one is for the greeting. For the envelope, oh, okay. On this one, I did an envelope and only stamped part of the pine branch on it, on the front of it. So I didn't realize I had done that. Okay, so for this one, it's your 8.5 by 5.5 piece of thick basic white cardstock. Fold it in half and burnish it with your bone folder. And oops, I'm trying to grab everything over here. Okay. So let's go on and get our bone folder. And let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at comments. Hi, Vivian. You're from France. Well, welcome. I appreciate it. Oh, what's the name of this set, please? Okay, the set that we just used, the die cut I did isn't available till September, and it's called the Winterly Tree stamp set bundle. It will come out in the suite in the September to December mini catalog. And then the bells and the pine branches was from the Golden Greenery stamp set, and the greetings was the Greetings of the Season stamp set. And if you sign up for my emails, and I will put in comments on YouTube later tonight, the link to print out the whole list of supplies that I used for the cards. So I will have that link on the YouTube tonight for you. Okay, so there we go. That is for our card base. Now for your designer series paper is the Country Woods. It is your Roll Red cardstock is 5 by 3 3/4. So this one is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. Now, before you put your designer series paper on your red cardstock, if you want to, you can cut your sleigh frame and the shoelaces for your skates out of the center of this, and then just cover it with your cardstock, with your designer series paper, I mean. So that's one way to kind of save on designer series paper, on cardstock, I mean, not because we're covering so much of it. Some people say, well, I'm wasting it all. Well, you don't have to. You can cut things out of the middle of it because this paper is going to cover it up. Now, my husband, for the skates out of the shoelaces, he was cutting them out of the red cardstock for me, and he had no idea what he was really cutting. I just gave him piles of stuff and asked him to cut it for me. And he was calling the shoelaces lobsters. I thought that was so funny. Oh, okay. Let's see. I get glue all over me. Okay. Now we are going to take this, and I get the foam sheets of the double-sided. It's what they make the dimensionals out of. And I just, instead of putting a whole bunch of dimensionals on here, I cut my foam sheets up into squares. I'm not a very even cutter, but it works. And then, I cut some smaller ones and I put them there, and I'll put 2 more on here. But this way it's going to stay up. It's not going to be too squished in the mill. And I like that. So we're going to go ahead now and put this panel with the Roll Red cardstock and the designer series paper. We're going to go ahead and put it on our card base. Oh, thank you, Trisha. Welcome. I'm glad you like my cards, and I'm glad you found me. And also on the YouTube channel, there will be a link where you can sign up for my emails to get my supply list. Now, these are my free cards for the month of July when you order from me, a $50 order. And next week, I'll be making the other 2 cards. And one of them will be making our own designer series paper out of blending. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on, the frame on, before I build up the sled. So I'm just putting some glue on here. And it's probably easier to put the glue on the bigger pieces, but I wanted the front, the top glued down. That's why I'm putting some along the front, the actual outer frame. And we're just going to go ahead and place it like this. And I die cut everything ahead of time. Okay, and then we're going to take some linen thread, and we're going to see how good I am at doing this. My hands have glue on them, so I don't know if I'm going to get this. Oh, we got to put, okay. This is the tricky part if you want to do it my way, is that we need to put the linen thread through the holes. There we go. And that one's going to ravel right there. Let me see if yeah. So, okay. And then I want to cut it. I can adjust the length after the fact. Oops, and there's another hole right there to put it through. Now, if you want to color your linen thread, use a blend to color it. If you want a red one, you can do it in red. Now, we're actually, if you look on this card, I have some green linen thread right there. That's actually from an item that's part of the Winterly Tree Suite, and it comes in September, but you do get a piece of it, so you can make the card exactly like mine. Okay, and I'm going to snip that off to get it through the other hole. It really isn't that hard to do. It's just when you're doing it on video, everything's always harder on video. And we're just going to maybe take that through, maybe not. Okay. I'm not having good luck there, so we're going to change what I'm doing here. We're going to take, where's my glue dots? We're going to take a glue dot and we're going to put it, let me get the front. The front is the curved side right there. Over that little hole there, I'm going to put a glue dot. And then I'm going to put a glue dot over this one right here. And then I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to cut that. And I'm going to place it so it's on the glue dot. And that will hold it in place. And this, whoops, I forgot to put the hole over the glue dot. Okay. You want to match the holes up so that they fit. Okay. And then this one over here will match up just like that. So I put my glue dots down, and that way the thread just goes through right there. And we can actually, because we're going to adhere this now to the frame. And again, I'm going to use glue dots to adhere it because I want it to have a little bit of a lift. And so I'm going to put, as I said, I like glue dots. I use a lot of them. I'm going to put one right there, kind of to go over that thread. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now, you could use glue if you wanted to, but I'd probably be easier to do glue. And I'm going to put one down here. I use about 6 glue dots for this one. No, what's funny, I have my directions all written out, and I teach these same cards in a class in July. And I give them a set of directions so that they can follow them. And nobody ever does. And then they wonder why things don't work right. I just laugh. And I help them figure it out. Okay, and then we're just going to place this over top the frame. You can, as I said, you can use glue if you want to, but I just decided not to. Now this time I left kind of a long loop there, so let's see if I can pull that. Yeah, I can pull that through and make it shorter. There we go. And then I'm going to just trim that off and stick it under so you don't, it doesn't matter if you see the end or not. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay, so our sled is all built. Now we want to build our reef. Our reef is real easy to do. We are going to take, and I should have probably brought my sled down lower, glued it on so it's going to stay right in place. We're just going to use one glue dot, and we're going to take it and we're going to put the reef right up here. And that is Mossy Meadow cardstock. We're going to take another glue dot for the old olive. And again, if you want to use glue to do this, go for it. And I'm just going to put this on and I'm going to offset it a little bit, just like that. Now the skates. Okay. I did not notice this the first time I made the skates. But there is, well, before I tell you about that, let's do the blades. These are the blades. Now, before I cut them out, and what I cut out for the kids too, has adhesive backing on it. So all you have to do is remove that piece of adhesive backing, and then you'll just put it right on top, just like so. I wasn't going to make you glue it because I cut these out of silver foil. Oh, my sleigh, that is the Country Woods Designer Series paper. The boards there. I thought that worked good. And the dye actually gives it texture. You have the texture of the paper, but this actually puts lines in it, and it feels really cool, and it looks really cool up close. Okay, see, take off the adhesive backing. And let's see, where's my other silver? Oh, no. Well, that's not good. And you know, both silver things are exactly the same. So let's see. I have some cut in here, so I will. Oh, wait, I got. How dumb of me. I took the silver off already, and it's sitting on my finger, and I'm looking all over for it. Duh. It was the skate I wanted. Okay. There we go. So we got our blades on. And now we're going to take our shoelaces, or as my husband likes to call them, the little lobsters. And you know, when you see them, I could see why he thought that. Now, in your skates, there is a slit right there, just like so. I did not know that until I saw somebody else do that. I went, oh, yeah. And you just slide it in there. Because on this one, if you looked, I glued it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I glued it right on top there. But no, you just slide it in there. And, you know, I'll put a dimensional right there. Or let me see. No, I'll just put a couple glue dots on it and hold it in place. It will be fine. Okay. And then this one too. Okay. And for those of you who have the stamp set and you're not getting my kit, you're not going to be able to get a piece of my green linen thread, and you can't buy it until September. So, oh, Vivian, it's nice to be part of Christmas in July. It is nice. I love this time of year. And let me see. Let me switch the camera real quick. Let me show you something. I'm not real good at reading comments. Okay, I have on snowman earrings just for you guys today. And thank you for subscribing to my channel, Vivian. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is part of the Winterly Tree Suite, but you'll be able to purchase it in September. But if you don't have it, just take your green Stampin' Blend and color a piece of your linen thread. And that will give you exactly what you need. So I threaded it through the shoelace, the top of the bow. And I'm going to take this. I want to make it long enough, so I maybe cut that a little bit short. And I got short fingernails, so that doesn't help. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to just trim that off. Okay, now I'm going to take and I'm going to put my trusty old glue dots. Because this way I don't have to wait for glue to dry or anything while I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm just going to take my skates and I'm going to hang them up there. And you can figure out how much you want your skates to hang down when you decide how to do that. See, we're almost done. All we have to do is our greeting. Make sure you put your glue dot over part of that so it holds the shoelace in place. And another one up here. And then I'll do the same on the other skate. But I thought that is so cool, the way they designed the skate for the shoelaces to just fit right in that slot. And then just decide how you want them to hang down on here and press them down. There we go. Just like that. And then what we want to do, and again, I used a tag from the Greetings of the Season bundle that's available July 3rd, online exclusive. And I just cut out that little tag there. We're going to use the red ink. And where's my sophisticated sled? Here we go, right here. And I was telling you about the dies. Let me see, what did I do with the dies? When you cut the wood, this is the die right here. And see the texture on that? So you could even use regular cardstock, pecan pie, or any color you want it to for your sleigh. The basic beige would be nice. And so you get the sleigh piece, which is this, and then it cuts out this piece right here, which goes across here too. So that's really nice. So I wonder why I didn't do my Christmas in July class that I'm selling online out of the sophisticated sleigh, because I really like it. But I really like the greenery, golden greenery too. Let me grab my pad here so we can go ahead and stamp our greeting. So Vivian, where in France do you live? That would be interesting to know. I think I've been to France once or twice on a cruise. It was a stop, and we went into Paris one time, and I can't remember what we did the other time. I love Europe. And there we go. Let it snow. Okay, and you say, but you know, there's a hole in that tag, Bonnie. I don't want the hole to show. We'll take care of that in just a minute. There's a way around that. So we are going to, and we are not going to put the little piece of white paper back in there. I promise you that. So we are going to take this. And at the end, I'll show you the cards that we're going to do next week. And we're just going to put that on right there. We're going to take our embellishments again. These are the cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive back berries. And we're going to put one of the single red ones right on my finger. Okay. Right over top that hole. Just like so. And then we'll put a couple more on here too. Put one here. I always never know where to put the berries at. You could actually put some. Look at that. I'll just take 3 of them. And we'll just put some right on here. I'll do one more on here. And we could probably actually put one right up there. But this is the 1/8 inch silver and gold twine. It's 2 rolls of twine ribbon, 1/8 inch. And I tied my bow ahead of time. My trusty glue dots. So we are going to grab that. And we're just going to put this bow right over top the skates. So we got our ribbon. I'm going to put this berry down a little bit more so you can see it better. And there we go. That's all there is to it. All right. So let's bring out both of the cards we made today. We have this one here. And we have this one here that we made. And that was the one that I had done prior. And then next week, we are going to make this one right here. And that's the Golden Greenery. And then we have one from the Merriest Trees stamp set that we are going to use. We actually used more just the dies from it, the Merriest Trees. And that's this one. And the tree, I'm going to show you how I did that with your blending brushes and some white cardstock and a spritzer. And so, and this is the Winter Cottage, I think, designer series paper. It's carried over from last Christmas. So there you go. Thank you much. And let's see, Vivian says she lives near Dijon, the city of wine and gastronomy. Oh, how exciting. Well, I hope you like it there. And I hope you're having beautiful weather. As I said, I love Europe, and I know the weather it changes a lot. Right now, we're supposed to, I think, get to 90 today. And my studio's in the very back of the house that faces west. And it's morning here still, or early afternoon, noon, 12:30, whatever. So it's still cool back in this room. And the air's on to keep the rest of the house cool. So I will warm up later. So thank you for joining me today. And for those of you who are catching this online, thank you much. And to place an order with my host code, you will find that in the remarks under YouTube. And also you'll find the sign up for my emails. And you will also find a link for the supply list for this. And that will all be on there later today. I thank you much. I wish you a good week. All the blessings to you. And you're so welcome, Vivian. I'm so glad I could share this with you guys. I really enjoy this and it brings me joy. So thank you guys. And I will see you next Tuesday at 11:30 Mountain Standard Time. Bye.